She's 16, she's famous, and the internet can't get enough of her.
Open your mouth. I'm putting it in. Open your mouth wide. I'm putting it in. Open your mouth wide.
I think this might actually work though.
Okay, right down. All the way down. Yes.
Wow, it worked.
Doing the things that I never would know.
Princess Amelia, or Amelia Wu, has become one of TikTok's fastest rising stars. But here's what most people aren't saying out loud. Her fame isn't just fast, it's disturbing. This is the story of how a teenage girl became a brand, a business, and a controversy, all before she even turned 18.
She does a lot of dancing, a lot of TikTok, a lot of fashion stuff, and I thought, what's the issue? It's just a young girl, you know, who's into makeup and edgy fashion. She dances and collaborates with other TikTokers and influencers online. I was like, what's the issue? And then I realized this girl is only 16 years old. That was the issue. Children are growing up so fast these days, right? It's almost impossible to make some children not wear makeup, be very obsessed with fashion and like revealing clothes. It's impossible. Of course, there are a lot of people fighting back online, a lot of people advocating to stop this type of behavior, this type of marketing. Her channel, in my opinion, is an absolute breeding ground for PDH, PMD,
PDF.
PDA.
Let's be clear, Princess Amelia didn't just blow up online. She was launched at 14, she started posting TikToks. And like a lot of teens, it started with trends, dances, and lip syncs. But very quickly, something changed. Her videos became more polished, her outfits got bolder, her style shifted from cute to calculated, and the numbers didn't lie. Millions started watching.
Yo, you literally look like that one girl on Instagram.
What?
Both sister.
Suddenly, she wasn't just some kid on TikTok, she was a persona, Princess Amelia, the spoiled sister, the girl who clapped back, showed off, and kept the drama rolling. And the internet, it rewarded every second of it. But behind all the virality is a much more uncomfortable truth, one that involves adults looking the other way, an older brother pulling strings, and a system that thrives on turning kids into content. The spoiled sister brand didn't come out of nowhere. It was built, and a big part of that building, her older brother Thomas Wu. Thomas is 25. He's a YouTuber, a boxer, and someone who knows how to game the algorithm. He gave Amelia the nickname, he made it stick, and together they ran with it. Their videos were all about exaggerated sibling drama. Amelia demanding luxury, Thomas pretending to be annoyed. Rinse and repeat. It was entertaining, sure, but it was also a performance, and one that Amelia was expected to keep up. The louder, flashier, and more extreme she got, the more attention she received. The more attention she got, the more money came in. This wasn't just sibling content, it was content with a purpose, to grow a brand. The problem is, that brand was a 16-year-old girl acting like an adult for an audience that wasn't always made up of other teenagers. Now, here's where things get murky. Amelia's content isn't just reaching kids her age. A lot of her audience includes people who are much, much older. And when you look at her videos, the poses, the outfits, the way it's shot, you start to wonder, who is this really for? Let's not pretend the internet is a safe space. Teen girls have been getting attention online forever. But what makes this case different is how commercialized it is. Amelia isn't just posting for fun. This is business, this is branding, and it's pulling in the exact kind of audience you don't want watching a 16-year-old girl. Some of her most popular content gets re-uploaded, clipped, and shared on platforms full of grown men with burner accounts. Amelia's not just going viral, she's being consumed, and while that's happening, younger girls are looking up to her and copying what they see. It's not just a content loop, it's a cultural cycle, one that encourages kids to act older and lets adults pretend they don't know better.
Hi, wait, I'm 13 and just started high school this year. The amount of girls at my school that look up to role models like Ice Spice and other 18+ creators is crazy. They even try dressing up as that they're in the same grades as me and the same age. One came in decent clothes, then shortly after changed in the school's bathroom, came back with tight jeans on and a shirt which she turned into a crop top for some reason. And she loved the attention she got from the boys. It's really sad to see young girls look up to these types of people, and later in the future they'll regret it.
So, where are the adults in all this? Amelia's parents know what she's doing. They've seen the outfits, the brand deals, the camera setups. She's not filming this in secret. Some people call it support, others call it negligence. Because when your teenager is making thousands per post and becoming a household name, the lines between parenting and managing start to blur fast. They could have said no, they could have stepped in, but they didn't. And that silence, that's part of the problem. It's not just what Amelia's doing, it's what no one around her is doing to stop it. Let's talk about Thomas. He's not just Amelia's brother. He's a content creator himself, and he plays a huge part in shaping how Amelia appears online. The spoiled sister character? That was his idea, and from there, he didn't just support it, he amplified it. The two film together constantly, but some of those moments aren't just cringe-worthy. They're flat-out weird. Fans have picked up on it. People are uncomfortable, and for good reason. Thomas is 25, Amelia is 16. That's not just a gap in age, it's a gap in judgment, responsibility, and boundaries. What's worse, this content isn't being leaked or edited by outsiders. They're posting it themselves, which means no one in their circle sees an issue. Or they do, and they just don't care.
And then there's this.
Amelia's behavior isn't shocking because she's rebellious. It's shocking because no one ever tells her to stop. The more extreme her videos get, the more they're rewarded. That's how the algorithm works. That's how clout works. But she's 16. She needs guidance, not applause for pushing boundaries she doesn't fully understand. Every adult in her orbit had a chance to say, enough. Instead, they kept rolling. The problem with all of this isn't just what Amelia does on camera, it's what her fame represents. She's not just a teenager on TikTok, she's a business, a character, a product. And what happens when the internet moves on, when she turns 18 and the attention fades? She'll be left with everything the world projected onto her. The pressure, the trauma, the permanent digital footprint. This isn't a takedown, this is a wake-up call. Not just for Amelia, but for every kid being raised by the algorithm. And for every adult who's too afraid to step in. Because when we treat children like content, everyone loses.
Wait, are you guys Vietnamese?
Does a lot of dancing, a lot of TikTok, a lot of fashion stuff. And I thought, what's the issue? It's just a young girl, you know, who's into makeup and edgy fashion. She dances and collaborates with other TikTokers and influencers online. I was like, what's the issue? And then I realized this girl is only 16 years old. That was the issue. Children are growing up so fast these days, right? It's almost impossible to make some children not wear makeup, be very obsessed with fashion and like revealing clothes. It's impossible. Of course, there are a lot of people fighting back online, a lot of people advocating to stop this type of behavior, this type of marketing. Her channel, in my opinion, is an absolute breeding ground for PDH, PMD,
PDF.
PDH.